So guys, welcome back to the Ian West Network / Ian West Network updates. I have a little conversation to have with you about the T-Mobile internet. Now it is fiber optic. The prices will vary whether you have it online versus, I'm sorry, not online, whether you have it by itself, the internet itself, because you can walk into a T-Mobile store and activate this without having a data line. But if you do have a data line, I believe they give you about a $15 discount code. So what I'm, not discount code, discount in general. You don't need a discount code for that. So for me, I'm actually paying $45 a month. My speeds will vary based on the plan that you pick. And there's two plans. Well, there's three plans, but there's two plans in terms of speeds. Now, the all-in internet, I believe, comes with Paramount Plus and Hulu or some additional features because it does have a phone number that's attached to the box. And if you're wondering, I'm going to just show you this, and I'll put a picture up somewhere of the box itself so you guys can see what it looks like. But this is the gateway that they have. So on the bottom of the gateway, it actually shows you where the connections are. And yes, it does have two Ethernet cable options if that's what you need. One of the main reasons why I got this is because where I live, apparently someone used a splitter cord for our primary internet previously because, you know, I guess people in 2025 are still stealing internet in that way. I don't know how poor you can possibly be. But hey, listen, they did what they did. Good for them. But I ended up getting rid of that internet. This only requires a power cable. Now, in order to, you said it's T-Life? Or
T-Life.
Yes. So the application is called T-Life that you would use in order to go through the setup. Unfortunately, I don't have that footage at this moment to show you guys, but it's very simple. You just plug in your box itself into the wall, let it boot itself up. Then you just go through the T-Life application. It walks you through it. It'll have you actually set up your wireless network name, and then they'll either suggest a password or you can manually type one in yourself. Just make sure that you remember your login because you're going to need that email password if it's something that, if you allow them to randomly generate it themselves. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the three plans internet speeds. Well, more so three plans, but two of the plans, the amplified internet and the all-in internet, have the same speeds, while the Rely internet actually is a little bit slower. But most people will be fine with the Rely. It's just that you're using a different wireless router with that one, so you might get slower speeds. Anywho, the Rely internet has typical download speeds. I'm just reading this right here, and I want to tell you my actual experience with both of them. I have both of them. 87 megabytes to 318 megabytes. Now I have the amplified one. That one gives you between 133 and 415. That is same with the all-in internet. So if you go to the T-Mobile website and wondering where the speeds are, these are the typical speeds right here. Now the upload speeds is a little bit different. You get everything from 12 to 55 megabytes. Now I know that might be a little lackluster for certain people that are uploading videos that are 20 gigs and things like that. But for me, that's not bad at all. I'll just like upload a video, go to work, use the YouTube app in order to edit it once it's done, or TikTok or whatever it is, and I don't have any problems from there. And again, cost-wise, let's say plans, I'm just going to kind of spitball in here. Let's say plans are $50, $60, and $70. You can get a $15 discount if you have a data line already with with T-Mobile itself. But if you don't, then you just pay that regular internet price, which again, I'm not here to tell you what prices are better than others, but mine is $45 a month. I do like the fact that it's portable. I can take it outside the house if I want to. It has to be plugged into a wall. Keep that in mind. It doesn't have an internal battery in it where it just charges up. It does have to be plugged into a wall with a particular charger cable to make sure that it has enough wattage to even power on the internet. But again, it's much better than having holes drilled into your wall and 14 different boxes and monthly fees and all this stuff. You're pretty much good to go in that regard, where they just give you the actual Wi-Fi device itself, and when you're done with it, let's say you don't want it anymore, just keep the original box, throw it in the closet somewhere, and you can just return it as is when the time comes. But you do have a 14-day trial, I believe it is. After that, I'm not too sure about the return policy. Now, let's talk about my real life experience. If you're watching this video, obviously you may click on it, you'll see different download speeds and upload speeds with different speed tests. All of these were done different times of the day. So the one that said 300 megs or so was done at 2 in the morning. One might be done at 12 a.m. Another one might be done at 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. in the afternoon, just to kind of gauge different times, right? And I'm in the Pennsylvania area. Internet is notoriously bad where I live, which I'm not going to reveal where I live. but it's normally bad. For Verizon, I was getting 2 megabyte speeds. I'm not even joking. For Comcast, I was getting about maybe 50 megs or so at most. Even at a higher plan, RCN was about 50 megs or so. So it really depends on where you go. T-Mobile has been consistently the fastest internet that I've experienced. That's why I got the box down where I live here. If I take the box to work, the speeds are going to be dramatically different. That's downtown, center city, things like that, Philadelphia. So it really depends on where you are. And that doesn't matter what company you're with, it will always matter. The main difference is the reason why I like this is that if I pack up, if I move, if something happens, I don't have to worry about installations. All I got to do is just unplug it, throw it in a bag or something. And when I get to the new location, just plug it up. The Wi-Fi name is already known. The password is already known, and I'm pretty much good to go. And again, I don't know if I said this earlier in this video, but you do need the T-Life application in order to name it and in order to give yourself a password. I think I might have said that earlier, but I'll just reiterate that real fast. You can name it whatever you want. You can put the password whatever you want with the T-Life application. It's very simple and easy to follow the prompt. Unfortunately, I set it up already, so I can't show you guys. But again, trust me, it takes 5 to 10 minutes at top. 10 minutes for the people that don't know what they're doing, 5 or 6 minutes or so for the people that do, if you're used to setting up these type of devices, as long as you have a decent internet speed on your phone itself in order to set it up, which is any basic 3G, 4G, or 5G or something like that. Now, I have played some games with this, and I have used it for Steam. Of course, your speeds will determine based on the wireless card that you have on the phone that you're using, if it can accept 2.4 or 5 gigahertz, things like that. It really depends on you, the person, and your computer itself. Now, when I played games like, I downloaded Borderlands and a couple of games to see the speeds. And again, this was done at different times in the day. I actually have it downloaded in the background while I play games. So my wife is playing Palia. I just downloaded Albion Online and some other games, which they're not super big games, but I just wanted to gauge the speed. And I got about maybe between 150-ish to 60 something megabytes of download speeds where I'm at right now with the actual Steam itself, which seemed pretty good for the most part. Well, it says that, but it actually tells you in Steam how fast the actual speeds are. Just because you can reach certain speeds on your PC doesn't mean it's going to actually equate to that when you hit the download. So kind of keep that in mind. I'm not a super tech guru or anything like that, so I'm not sure how that works, but just trying to be realistic and let you know what's going on. So it is good internet. I do like it. I think it works very well. I think that anyone that purchases this will like it. Worst case scenario, you get that 14-day free trial. Just double check with T-Mobile and make sure that it is 14 days. I believe it is. They'll let you know also over customer service, and try it out and see how you feel about it. And you can obviously hook up multiple devices to this. I have TVs, both of my computers, both of my Steam Decks. I no longer have a bunch of older gaming systems. I only have Steam Decks and actual tower PCs for productivity and gaming and stuff like that, FL Studio, all that good stuff. So I needed something that was consistent, and I can honestly say that the speeds so far have been consistent, though when it comes to high traffic, because again, my experience is that I don't get great speeds based on where I am. But other people's speeds are going to vary. Other people that I've spoken to, I've read the testimonials, looked at other reviews, things like that. This is my second time having the T-Mobile internet, so I was able to kind of gauge how good it is from before and now. And to be honest with you, my suggestion is getting the amplified internet, primarily because the box is technically better than what they give you with the Rely internet. I think it's like a black box or something that they give you with that one. So if T-Mobile ever decides to kind of change their internet speeds over time, the amplified internet plans with that box will be eligible for the faster speeds, while the Rely internet more likely will be stuck at whatever it is. Not that 87 megs to 318 meg download speeds is slow. That's actually pretty good for the asking price. But outside of that, I guess I pretty got nothing else really to say except for it's good. I like it, and I think I'm going to keep it. Anyway, like and subscribe like always, guys. What else do I have to say? That's pretty much it. Anyway, like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Peace. And again, like I said before, the internet works very, very well, especially with like Call of Duty and other games. I tried online stuff. It worked well for me. I didn't have any lag or anything like that. And I'm able to play Remnant again with regular people, because before my previous internet provider, man, listen, playing Remnant looked like it was bad. I was better off playing offline by myself. But yeah, that's it. See you in the next one, guys.